Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. Well, I want to say welcome to all my regular viewers and all of my brand new subscribers, and to those of you who come along and check me out every now and then. Now, I hope those of you who are following me on Instagram that you will subscribe, and so you'll know when I have a video. So anyway, I hope you're all well. How is everyone? Everybody safe? Doing well in this crazy weather? Fall, spring, now dead winter. Oh my goodness, it's nuts. It's supposed to rain any minute here. It's getting kind of dark, so we're going to start with no lights, but we'll see how it goes. So before I begin, I want to say very special hello to Lindy K, to Diane, Debbie, Deanna, and Doreen. These are all my buddies from a live that's on Friday night with Diane and Lindy. And let's see if I wrote down their full, I thought I did. Diane Ditzenberger, Ditzenberger, Lindy K Designs. Now, they're on Diane's channel on Friday night, 5 o'clock California time, 8 o'clock East Coast. Don't know about Mitzi. Middle would be 6 o'clock maybe. So they do a live. I've been on the live with them. We've been having a great time. They follow me. They all follow me on a regular basis. And Doreen's actually the one who told me about it and suggested I go over and meet these lovely ladies. Meet Lindy and Diane and Debbie and Deanna. And so I didn't realize they were regular followers because they don't comment on here. Ladies, you need to comment so I know you're there. You could just say, hey, it's me, saw you Friday, or from your Friday buddy, so that I know you're there. But they have asked me to be on this coming Friday's live, and I will do it if I can figure out how to make this camera. When I make this video and I turn it off, it's always upside down, so I always have to reorientate it. I'm not sure in filming live what it would do. So my husband and I are going to do some tests. So if you see a test one and then it disappears, or I'm not sure how we don't know how to test it. We're going to have to, we're not technical. we absolutely have no idea what the heck we're doing. So anyway, I want to say hello to all my buddies. And we had such a good time Friday night. We were on for 3.5 hours. It was a blast. I never laughed so much in my life. It was so much fun. So anyway, I was trying to teach him how to tie a bow via writing, and I couldn't do it. I got Debbie so mixed up. I'm sorry, Debbie. Oh my gosh, I just feel so bad. I had you so confused. You were like, and I don't blame you, because it is not something I can show how to do in, sorry, my neighbors are outside. They brought their little girl out to play because it's not raining yet, but it's going to be. So you may hear some sound. I'll close the window. I had it open for fresh air because it's such gorgeous, fresh, clean, crisp air. But unfortunately, it does bring the sound in. Of course, they went outside right at the time I decided to do a video, which is fine. I love them and their little girl. They are the sweetest couple ever. I've been praying for neighbors like them for a long, long time. Finally got them and enjoying the heck out of them. So anyway, and they have a cute little girl. So the grandma and me comes out, because all my babies are far away. My babies, my big babies, my big girls, my teenagers are here, but all my babies live in Arizona. So I get my grandma fixed a different way. So anyway, what were we saying? Oh, I was talking about the girls and Friday night. So if I can figure out how to do it, we will. I promised to show how to do a bow. I just got to find a tag where I could show Debbie how to do it. Okay, Debbie, I'm going to try to explain it. I had her so confused. Poor girl. All right. So, what I was trying to tell her was you pull it through. You have a back one, you have a front one, right? And you make your loop, right, over your thumb. You bring this one over the top and then through the hole. Not through the card hole, through the ribbon hole, and you get a perfect bow every time. You get what I call bunny ears, right? And you get this perfect bow every time. So I'll do it again. Let's see, am I close to the camera? I don't know if I can do it standing up. Okay, front and back, no knot, okay? Make a loop over your thumb, or however you make your loops, so get that loop. See, there's no knot. You bring this back one over the front one, right? You pull it through behind. See, backside. And you get a perfect bow every time, right? Every single time. You can do it with double ribbon, triple ribbon, whatever you want to do is fine. So I'll do it one more time because now I've got it off. Let me get it. So you make your loop in the front, go over. Now see, there's, you have where your finger is. I don't know if you could see it. See my fingers poking through there? Well, I pull it behind the bow. See, look, got that little loop right there. And pull it. Look at that. Perfect every time, every single time. Now, you can do that with a knot as well. Like if you were doing it on a package, you would do it the same way. I just didn't want, I'll show you what happens with you do the knot, okay? So if you do the knot, you pull it through. It's hard to do this in the air. Oh, okay, so we got the knot, right? So we still want to take the one on the right, make the loop, take the one on the left, go over it, pull it across the top. And you still get a perfect bow every time, even with a knot in there, okay? So I just kind of pulled that out. Now, there's also a way to make a double bow. And I will show you how to do that. A really cute one. Let me grab a new piece of ribbon, a different one. Oh, what have I got a lot of here? Well, you want to make almost double your length. You want a really, really long length. And you want really long tails. So let me pull it out here. All right, so we're going to put that through. I always put it through the front. Okay, so we're going to make the bow, right? But then we're going to take this long ribbon and we're going to do the exact same thing again, right over it, and you have a double bow. I made this one loose. I'll go back and make it tighter. So you make your bow like I just taught you. Go around. Make it good and tight though, right? Get your loops really long. Get your loops as long as you can. Not your strings. Make them the length you want them, even though now you have this big long thing. And then you're going to tie one over the other again. Well, did I do that wrong? No, I did it wrong. Sorry. It's been a while since I made these. Okay, so you have your bows, right? So now you have your long ties. I made that backwards, guys. Okay, start over. Okay, this is called a double bow. So here's your bows, like I just taught you, right? Take your front one, do exactly what you just did, and you're going to do it right on top of the other one and pull. Look at that. Now you have a beautiful double bow. And just one set of tails. So if you don't want a lot of tails, this is a way to do it. And I'll do it again on the live too if you guys want. So let me know if you want me to do it on the live for those of you who were on the live from before. So however you want to make it. So there you are. There you are. There's the double. But that's with you got to have a real long one. So I'm going to set that off to the side somewhere so I don't use it again. I want to put the one that I had on there back on. Because I promised Debbie I would do it on this next video. I told her I'd do it on Monday's video. So here I am, Debbie, doing it just for you, girl. She was a blast. It was so much fun. She was asking me about my channel. How did I grow it so much in 2 years? And honestly, I can take some credit, but actually the majority of it goes to my good friend Gail. She, they want to know how I got started in my journey in YouTube. And it started with my dad passing away. And I was, for those of you who do know, I was a professional seamstress. For those of you who don't, I was sewing every day for 5 years. My dad loved it, but when he died, he supported it so much. But when he died, I don't know, I just lost my heart for it. So with the grief, I was taking care of all of his estate and I was overwhelmed and I couldn't remember what day of the week it was. So I started doing happy planners. And from that, I was looking up Hobonichi planners and I found Amity Bloom, and I found Corey, Reset Girl, while I was doing happy planners. I found her Then I found Amity Bloom through her, and then I found Tina, and on and on. Okay, so that's kind of how my journal went, but it was journal making came about. But I was selling on an Etsy site and to my regular customers, because I had a customer base from all of the businesses I've had over the years, the crafting businesses that I've had and my sewing business. So I already had a pretty good amount of followers, and they just kind of came with me into the junk journal world and bought from me. And then I was showing a lot on the Facebook groups, the junk journaling junkies group. And so I was showing on those groups, and Tracy Fox and a couple of the others. And everyone kept saying, do you have, why don't you make a YouTube? Why don't you make a YouTube? Well, my friend Gail said, you really need to go on YouTube. I said, I'm not scared to, because people are really mean. She goes, I don't think with the grieving I'm doing right now, I could do it. So I waited 2 years. And then 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years in April, I said, okay, I'll do it. She says, well, I'll launch you. So she started telling everyone about me, and a lot of people came over, and then other people found me. Shabby Dabby Doodah talked about me, Crafty Cat. They all started talking about my channel, and they helped get me off the ground. And from there, I originally started with every day of the week, or as many days a week as I could film. I could tolerate filming. And then I finally got a schedule that worked for me Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the one thing, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you must have consistent content so that YouTube shows you. Otherwise, you just sit in line with 8 million videos, and I'm not exaggerating, 8 million videos. You just sit in a line somewhere before it takes you forever to download. It's just a nightmare. But the more you produce and the more they see you're out there on YouTube, the more the algorithms will, rhythms will move you up in the line, and then they'll start suggesting you. And of course, if you monetize, they really help you. I have not monetized, but I wasn't doing it for that reason. But if you want to get shown and grow, that's what you have to do. But you have to hit a certain number of viewing hours and quality content in order to get monetized. So there's a criteria for that. So you have to do that, and you must show good quality content. And doing little shorts is not going to get you seen. Doing 15-minute videos is not going to build your numbers. You need to be in that 30-minute to an hour. You can do the 15s. Don't get me wrong. You can. You're just going to have to do them every single day, several times a day. But then people get tired of you. So there's that fine line for growing your channel. And if that's your goal. Now, mine was because I was getting asked so many times, how do you do this? How do you do that? Can you please do a video? I made a YouTube channel for the people who asked for it. And so I wasn't caring about monetizing, although honestly, to keep doing it, I may have to monetize because it's very expensive to do this. You're doing projects every day. You're constantly creating new content. You're buying things that you need to, whether it's paper or ink or scrapbook paper or buttons or lace or ribbon or whatever you are to make your quality content. It gets expensive very quickly. So I was lucky I had a big craft stash. I'd been crafting since I was like 4. I grew up in my mom's business with her crafting and did craft shows with her from a young age and started selling well before I was 18. I was selling in my teens with my mom and her shows, and I've done it professionally. I've done it wholesale. I had aromatherapy teddy bears and sold those internationally, worldwide on a wholesale basis. And it's where I came up with, in the 70s, I came up with ribbon, lace, and pearl bears. And they were heavily decorated. And that's where my style came from. My style is very much my style. I created it from way back when. And and it grew as my crafting style grew, and then it has grown in this particular genre as well. So what you see is absolutely 100% me, and there are others out there that copy me, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But I am who I am. My style comes from me, and I don't mind sharing it. I love sharing it with all of you. It warms my heart to have you crafting and making beautiful things. It just thrills me to death. I love seeing everything you guys make. I love seeing you on Instagram. I love seeing you on Facebook. And in the groups. I don't, unfortunately, when I got my own channel, I didn't have time then to watch as many videos as I always watched. I didn't have time to go into any of the Facebook groups and post. I just am slammed trying to maintain what I have. I don't make it onto Facebook. When I post an Instagram, a project I did, it automatically posts in my Facebook page. Otherwise, I would never get to Facebook ever. So if you're trying to contact me on Facebook, other than Messenger, which I do check, I don't see hardly anything on Facebook. I'm really struggling to get over there. I'm trying to be better about it. Like I have a group with my daughter and I never even get into that group, and I'm supposed to. That's part of my group. But I just never get over there. I found Instagram to be the most successful thing for me. YouTube has been successful, but nowhere near as successful as Instagram. So, I really find that people are finding me more over there. I don't sell in my Etsy shop very often. I wait till I have quite a bit of ephemera, and then my daughter and I, because it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to post. For anybody who has an Etsy shop, you know what it takes. It's horrendous. We may start selling through Instagram, where we put it up on Instagram. We say, hey, if you're interested, direct message me, and we're going to have you can do it on this day, and first come, first serve, right? So that's probably what's going to happen. Because it's just too time consuming on Etsy, and their fees are getting crazy. There is a cost to doing business, and I've never minded it, but I do think they're getting a bit above themselves there and not really doing enough to justify. Yes, they do commercials on TV all the time. I see them on a regular basis, but they really haven't changed my business any, or my daughter's. So we don't feel like it's that big. But for her as a digital shop, it's a must. Etsy is the only way to go. If you're physical selling, it isn't. It is. If you can withstand the fees, you have to eat them, period. You just do. There's no getting around it. So some things may go on Etsy. If I can't sell them, one way, I can sell them another. Or even right through my YouTube, say, hey, you guys, I'm going to sell this. You can direct message me on Instagram. You can message me on Messenger. You can send me a message on Etsy via my daughter's shop, which is a jewel design. So there's 3 different ways you can get a hold of me. I may put in my email, but I never remember to look at my email. So, because I'm so busy with this. So today is chat day. Today is get caught up with each other, talk about everything that's happening, having a little friend time in the craft room. This is a project I'm working on. That's what you see in front of me. I had to work on that today. It's Sunday for Monday. I realized I don't have a video for you guys, so I figured it'd be mostly chat. Get you caught up on what's happening around here and with me. And I'm finally well of the stuff I can get well from. The rest of it, there's nothing I can do about. But finally got over the cold, and finally got my migraines to settle down. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Lots of prayers, because I don't want them back. I get them monthly. Sometimes with the weather, and sometimes with too much stress, or if my head is down too much. I was working so hard on my ballet journal that I ended up with a migraine for like 4 days, because my neck and head were a knotted mess. So I think I'm better. Stayed in bed all morning this morning, and finally, got up and did some stuff around the house. I put away all my Valentine decorations, because I have like a 3-tiered tray I have in my island, and then I have a coffee cocoa station, and I decorate those 2 for the seasons. Besides Christmas, I started doing that this year, from Craft, Purge, and a few of the others who do tiered trays that I follow. So I started doing one. I don't want to do St. Patrick's Day, but I think I'm probably going to do Easter. Sometimes I put those up on Facebook. Sometimes I don't. I don't remember if I took a picture of my Valentine ones. I might have to look and see if I did. But I'm going to do Easter. Right now I'm trying to get together some stuff for spring and for Easter. So that's another way I like to be creative. So I was doing that today, and I went out in between storms and did some deadheading. I had some plants, chrysanthemums and stuff that I needed to cut back because they were all dead on the top, but I've got all new greenery underneath, and they were starting to rot. And it's a good thing we went out there, because one of my potato plants had big, beautiful purple flowers on it. It was dying. We couldn't figure out why. It's got all this rain. Well, it's because the pot, which is probably, 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall, big, giant pot, was full of water. It had gotten so root bound and grown out of the pot into the ground it was sitting on, and it couldn't let the water out. So my husband had to knock it over, well, move it, turn it over on its side, drain the water out, and drill into the bottom so we could let the water out because it was drowning, poor thing. So I was glad I went out there and saved a few plants. There's a few that didn't make it through the cold and the frost and all the things we've been having going on. I did lose a few. I'll have to replace. They were my big, beautiful hanging plants that hang on my pergola, but I guess I'll just replace them this year because we're going to have water. Yay! We'll be able to water so I can have plants. I can have flowers. Woohoo! I love flowers. If you don't know that already about me, adore them. Love roses. My number one thing. All my roses are doing good. I thought I was going to cut those back, but they're all have new growth. So not doing that. So, and I got a new printer. My printer was a disaster. It would not use the black ink. It's because the black ink had exploded inside, ruined my printer, and I had to put a new one up. And I'm waiting for ink from Insta Ink to start me over in the program. Once you register your new printer, you get new ink because none of the old ink that they sent you works. And they sent me a ton and none of it worked. So because it was my printer, but it doesn't work in the new one. They actually put a little code on it. So it'll only work on the printer that you register with them. So as soon as I get some, I can print some more kits. But for right now, I'm working on this lovely kit from Ruby and Pearl and Uniquely LS. So I'm using their papers. And I've started adding a few other things in because I have run out of things to decorate with. So, I mean, I have 100 kits in here, but you know. Anyway, so it's Sunday and I'm relaxing and hanging out with you guys. And you know what? Speaking of kits, we were just talking about that a minute ago. I'm going to put all this up here for a minute. I'm going to move it aside. We'll be back to that in a second. I forgot to check what time I started this. Oh my goodness, I've been yammering on for 21 minutes. Ooh. Well, so I've got to figure out how long before, I guess I'll be done at somewhere about 10 after 4, I think. Okay, so it's late in the day, super late in the day, but let me show you what I've got here. I was hoping to finish the kit, the journal I just moved aside today and show it to you as a kind of a reveal, but I'm not done yet, so that I could put it up for sale. But this is the one I'm working on. Okay, so this is going to be up for sale hopefully by the end of the week or soon. I'll let you know when. So what I have here is, this is my little mini Ballet Dreams journal. Okay, you guys saw this. There is a reveal for this, so be sure you go and look. Then there is my ballet journal. This one, you remember that, with an ephemera folder with ephemera in it. These are for sale. These guys are all for sale. So I got to figure out price. But if anyone is interested, the first ones who let me know they are, I will contact you and we will, I'll let you know what the price is and see if it's something you want. So I'll go in order of who contacts me first. You can get a hold of me on my personal Facebook channel, my Facebook page. So if you are following me on Facebook, you can message me there. Or you can message me on Instagram, or you can go to my daughter's shop at A Jeweled Design and message her. But we'll go by time because I may not see it. Let me get, okay. Some people are having trouble finding Jolene. So this is how you spell her business. You can message me over there and say, hey, Jolene, tell your mom I'm interested in either the mini ballet journal or the regular one. Can she let me know what the price is? Okay, so let me get back up there. This is what you look at. Screenshot that, ladies, okay? All right. Now, when we're doing the live, I think, we haven't talked about it yet, but we did briefly, but I'm waiting for Leanne to get back to me. We're going to be working with Jolene's kits. I'll be working, if I can do the live and figure out how to do it, I'll be working with the botanical garden kit. Okay. So I'll be probably making that journal with you guys on there. Well, as best I can, trying to answer questions at the same time or not. Well, that's what I plan to do. So again, you can find me on Etsy. You can find me on Instagram on the direct message, or you can find me on Facebook Messenger. And you can message me and let me know if you're interested in any of these journals. If I don't hear from anybody and nobody is, then I'll put it up for sale in the Etsy shop. or I'll put it out on Instagram. I'm letting my viewers know first, before I put it on Instagram, that these are up for sale. Okay, so this is a set here, and then this is a separate little set. Okay, all right, so I'll have to figure out shipping too for that. That Valley Journal's a heavy baby. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll probably soft pack that, because if I put it in a box, it'd be way too heavy. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure what boxes I even have right now. Okay, so, oh, and we have put our Paris project, French project, shabby French kit and on hold for right now, Jolene and I. We have too many things going on, so we're just going to put that on hold. It might be summer before we get back to that. I don't really know. We're putting it on hold. Or I may just sell little kits instead of doing the big one in the project. We just don't have time individually. So I have so many other commitments going on that I can't get to that one, and she's busy. So with the girls, being a single mama, you know, she got her hands full. So, so I think I've caught you up on where we're at. So I thought I'd just work on this. I've been making lots of, let me see where you guys are. Okay, I've been making lots of goodies for this journal. It's a tall, skinny journal. This one was also going to go up for sale, and I'll let you guys know if you're interested, if you like Ruby and Pearl and Uniquely Ella. If you like this style, you know, this might be the journal for you. Oh my goodness, I'm having a moment. Okay, I know it goes down further in there. Oh, there we go. All right. And then this, I think this is what's going to be like this, and I think it's going to be stacked and wrapped around this is what I think is going to happen. So, and then one of these or both are going inside. These are the document holders, and then this is going in the middle. This is a cute little ephemera holder that's going to go in the middle. So, and then I have been, I was going to give you a quick little working on it. Let me see what you're seeing. Oh, okay. It's really tall. Let me see. Boy, I ran out of energy trying to talk to you guys. It's 10 3/4 inches tall. So she's a tall baby, but this is a writing journal. It's going to have, because like this tall tag can be written on, and the one below it can be written on. Of course, the paper you could write on because it is tracing paper, so it's definitely writable. You could put a plain piece of paper if you want, but this has space to write around. You can write on the cards because this is a stack of journaling cards. You can, yeah, I left space. I could have decorated this whole thing up. I really could, but I wanted to make sure there was space to write. I have writing space here. This is decorated. There's writing space there. There is writing space all down here and in this little tag. And then on the back of this one, you have space to write. So it has kind of a lot of, I think, usable space that you can write on. See, even this can be written on with a black pen. It's not too bright. I'm going to get that back in there. Sorry. Then this folds out. You can write here. You can write here. You can write like here on the back of this, here. You can write here. There's space here. I would put, if you really wanted more writing space because you're a big writer, you really journal, you can add a piece of plain paper, just glue it on, or write on a piece of paper and glue it in, or tuck it in, or whatever. And I also left pages plain. If someone who is a journaler or is a junk journal creator or likes to make ephemera, you can make your own and put it on there. You can add to this journal. So I kind of make it so you could. This is vintage book page. You could put something over that. I may still decorate that a little. I'm not done yet. You have writing space here and here. This is vintage. And you have all this space here to write on. You have space here and there. Because people say, well, where do you write in a journal like this? Everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, if you have a good dark pen, you could write in all this space here and still read it. You could just block that out with a pen. See, look, plenty of writing space. You can write on this. You can write on the back of that, which that's made for that. You can write there. Because I did have people ask me, how do you write in that? Well, I'm showing you. Now, this is the center. And this will have this tucked in here, and every one of these pieces can be written on. There is space on the back of every one of these bits. So you can write pretty little notes or sayings or gratitudes or whatever you want. All these pieces, including this little piece right here, can be written on. So it's just up to you, right? So there's another space there. This really isn't a flip through, but I'm kind of showing you what I've been working on. Like, this is going to stay like that. So I just finished this page, and this could be written on, and that can be written on, and even up here. So, I mean, I like to write in little bitty spaces. I don't write whole stories. If I'm going to use a journal, it's just a quick thing, you know. Put paper over that. That is definitely right on that for sure. Absolutely right on that, you know. This page I'm working on, you won't be able to write on this one, but it's mainly a decorative page, right? Because I feel like there's enough. And then, like, you can put paper over these if you want to write on them. You can write on all the goodies here. This actually opens up and you can write on that. And it has journaling cards in it. Like, there's a journaling card, right? And it goes in this little pocket. And then there's a journaling card in here. And you can write on that. And then there's like one inside here that you can write on. Okay. And then like up at the top here, you can write on the back of that great little tag, right? One of my stamp tags that I love to make. And it's got pretty little lace bits, and you just put it back in the pocket. And you could throw a piece of paper on there if you want more writing space, but there's another whole page there. This page is going to get decorated. Again, that flips out. You can write on that, and you can write on that, and there. Writing there. You can write on the back of that. You can write on the back of that. This is actually a little notebook, so you can write all kinds of goodies on this. So it's a cute little notepad. Now, where did that just come from? Oh, yeah, back here. And then you can write on the back of that. Another one of my little stamped cards. And you can write there. And you can write on this. You know, you take that out, you can write all the way around here. Even down to this little spot down there if you really want to get serious, you know. Writing something you really don't want seen. Because journal's a very private thing. And so all those are writing pages because I don't see a paper clip, so they're going to remain open like that, I believe. They might get a little rose or something at the bottom. They're going to get some decoration, just not full. Then you take this paper clip off, and you have a big piece to write on there. You write on this. This is an envelope that comes off. It's got bits inside that you can write on. You can write all over the envelope if you like. You can put it back in there. I want to get that back on there because that was something. Isn't that a cute little paper clip? And you can write on that if you want. You can write there. And then back here, you have more goodies that you can write on. This one has writing space here. And then you open this up and you can write all on the inside, and you can write on the tag on the back. That opens up and you can write on it. So, and I have videos for all of these, you guys. So if you're wondering about that, I do have videos for every one of these. So right around Valentine's Day, I did these. They weren't really Valentine ones, but definitely, you know, you can write on this paper if you want. This is vintage French book page. There's another one of those same type of thing here. There's a bunch of stuff in there that you can write on. So, and then anything that probably I add, I'm not going to show because I'll just say, hey, this is up, you guys. It's in my Monday video if you want to see kind of what it looks like. Anything else I do will be a surprise for whoever buys it. But isn't it cool? I love it. I still have some like tall envelopes I'm going to add. And of course, this has writing space galore, you know. And this has writing space. So, you know, you really got plenty of stuff. Oh, I may add one to the outside and the inside. I may add a big old bunch of stuff to this. So it's going to be very hefty, lots of goodies, you know, gonna be worth it. So that's what we're doing around here. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, I have time to work on this a little bit. If you'd like, we can. Let me check the time. just to make sure. Oh yeah, we got a little less than 30 minutes, so let me get a drink of water, guys. Woo, talking for 34 minutes straight without stopping. New record. I love all you guys. I hope you're enjoying your time with me. I'm a crazy girl. I might have to put up a Lifesaver butter rum candy in my mouth. Because my mouth is getting so dry. I'd be worried I'd choke on it though. So that would not be a good look, right? So what I want to do is I'm thinking I'm going to put this piece. This is from Ruby and Pearl. And let me see. It's from her Bitsy Belle. This one's Bitsy Belle. So I'm using a number of her kits on here because I wanted certain colors. Plus, I just love this. This was a lovely page that had a lot of bits and pieces on it. So I'm probably going to use this. And where is my... There we are. All right. So let me see if I got it all inked. Yep, it's all inked and ready to go. So how are you guys? What are you up to? How is everybody? I hope you're well. I know I asked that, but I want to get back to you. What are you making? Anything exciting? Fun? How's your weather? Oh, I heard from a lot of you. You are going through some really nasty, cold weather. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you're surviving it. I'm a California girl. My little thin blood could not tolerate it. I mean, we have cold weather in California. Tahoe and all that is colder than heck. That's the Sierra foothills, and it's in California, and it is snow. They've closed the roads to get up there. I mean, it's been crazy. Although we have had snow up in our highest peaks here, so it looks like Tahoe, and it's not. It's crazy. Even on our little foothills right by our little town, I sent pictures to a couple of my girlfriends and said, look, we are having, look at the snow. That is like not normal for us. I don't think I want to use this on that. Hold on a minute. Let me dig out I only need one. Let's get that off there. Okay. I decided I don't want this because it'll ooze. So let's do this. I'm going to make a little pocket. I didn't know if I was going to make a pocket, but I think I am. I'm just going to... Do I have it? Did it? Did it? Probably. Knowing me. When I clean up for the day, I try to make sure everything's put away and cleaned up, and I clean all my scissors and get the glue off everything and clean up my glue and glue caps and pins or pokey tools, whatever I've had that had glue and sticky stuff on it. After I'm done for the day, I put everything away, and just in case I don't get back here for a little bit, you know, you want to make sure that your tools are in good shape. So if all of a sudden I'm out of commission for a while, I want to make sure there aren't things sitting on my desk that are getting ruined, you know. So I try to make sure to clean up because I never know. Okay, so we have that. So that kind of gives us a little, whoops, let's not pick that up until it has a chance to dry. Oh, and thank you for all the kind comments on, if I can find them. What did I do with them? Hello, where are they? Where did I put them? You know, we just did them. The skinny document holders. Okay, you guys, they got to be, oh, here they are, right in front of me, as usual. Haha. Okay, yeah, all your wonderful comments on these. These were a big hit everywhere. They said they looked very old. Thank you. That means I did a good job. Before I gotta let that dry. Anyways, we'll put that off to the side. Yeah, here they are finished. I got them all done. Let me show you. How is my phone doing that? I swear I put it on. Uh-oh, you guys, hold on. I thought I put it on. Aw. My son just sent the most adorable pictures of my grandson. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this, but I'm gonna. That's my grandson, not my son. Isn't he cute? Oh, that's Coley. That's little Coley Macanoli. Okay. Cute. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing it. I won't tell him I did it. I won't tell him I showed you. I'll probably get in big trouble, but that is my newest grandbaby. That's my youngest one. Anyway, we were doing these, so I finished them, and this is what, kind of how they ended up. Like, they ended up with, like, a little check from Rachel. They ended up with, like, some Edith Holden, some Italian book page. What else did they get? Most everybody got the same. Tracing paper, and then music page, and some old document, and some vintage ledger paper, and then a piece of coffee dyed paper. And then I printed on both sides of this. Now, oh, that's right. Debbie, you asked me. Let me see if I can find the one that you were asking me about so I could clear this up for you. I think you figured out what I was trying to say. Because it's so hard to write. This one, she wanted to know this paper, right? I'm pretty sure, Debbie, you were asking me about this. This paper is Rachel at Roxy Creations. This is her digital, and it's from her Italian documents journal. She had a plain set, and she had a set that was decorated with birds and other stuff. I think this was the plain set. So she had two. And then I had glued a piece of vintage ledger paper on here. And the ledger paper is just a ledger book that a dear friend of mine got for me when she went to an estate sale, because I told her I cannot find these here anywhere. So she went back, the sweetheart, and got me a ledger book. So when you see me using ledger paper, this is what you see. I'm pulling the pages out of this, which eventually I will run out of it. But, well, there's a little bit of writing, but there wasn't much writing in it. It was all in the back. Isn't that funny how the person did it from the back to the front? So I've been using that, and that's what that paper was. So hopefully that cleared that confusion up. And she thought it was from my daughter's kits, but no, these are all of these are Rachel at Roxy Creation. All of these are her papers. And these are her, this was her labels. That's something I stamped. And then this is Tracy Fox. Let me show you here. Ignore that being, okay? That's my son talking to my husband. It's coming through on my iPad. So this was Tracy Fox, and then this was Rachel's. And this is Rachel's. And then I use some washi from Amity Bloom. So you see, I use everybody's stuff. Same thing here. Oh, these right here, some of these are from Sam Poole, and some are from Ruby and Pearl. I think these are Ruby and Pearl. So some of those pieces are from there, and some are from Sam Poole. So as you can see, I didn't decorate the back because I'm waiting for the journal they go into, because then I'll add more there. So these are all the ones I did off camera. And then I did, and then they're all done with this hemp twine that is vintage from macrame, my macrame bracelet making days way back in my junior high years. Yep, no, elementary school, I think. So that is what I just love these. And here, they have that yummy sound. So yeah, that's those. So I wanted to show those to you guys. I didn't really plan to do much crafting with you guys today. I just wanted to have a video for you because I had nothing, and I mean nothing for this week, like nothing. I just... I made 5 videos last week, you guys, and I am one tired cookie this week. I am just exhausted. So, and I'm sort of creatively brain dead at the moment. I worked so incredibly hard on that ballet journal, and it wore me out. It just flattened me. So I want to add this pretty piece of vintage. Actually, I think this is antique, and it is just, for those of you who don't know the difference, vintage is, I want to say, well, antique is older than 50 years. 50 years or older, and vintage is 50 years or younger, but not current day. So hopefully that makes sense, right? So if it's older than 50 years, it starts falling into the antique category, depending upon what it is. Some things are still not really antique, but that's kind of a general rule of thumb as to how you figure out if something is very old, if you know the age of it, or you've seen it, or you lived it. As you know, I was a child in the was born in 50 and then in the 50s, in a 50 number. And then 59 actually, and then grew up in the 60s. So those things are all vintage. If they are older than that, if they're getting into the 20s and 30s, those are antiques for sure. And they're really antique, of course, if they're in the early 1900s and, you know, all that. I'm having trouble getting this to do what I want it to do because I kind of want it to flip up. But it's a bit wider, but I don't really want to cut it down, so I'm just going to kind of leave it. I think I'll put a piece of lace there or something, right? I think to finish it off. I guess if someone wanted to cut it back, they could, or cut it down, but I just don't really want to. I want all that design on the bottom. Are you guys seeing this? Let me see. Okay, you are. I want a piece of something up there. What do I want? I have a whole box of goodies next to me that I've been using pretty regular and on this project. So let me see. I think there's some vintage lace. It's got kind of a pinky tone. I don't know if it's going to look good on this. We'll see. So I just mainly wanted to get caught up with you guys and give you a video. If you don't see one on Wednesday, don't panic. I'll try to be back on Friday. I may take some time off from the craft room, or I may keep going because I'm really close to finishing this. So if you don't see one, you know why. Okay, where'd my little scissors go? I cleaned up. Must have took it out. Yep, I took it out. Yep. So don't panic. I'll be back. Friday I'll be on the live, hopefully, if I can figure it out. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I've never done a live. I don't know if I can do one. I'll try. I'm not shy, as you know. Not shy at all. So as long as everybody's nice, I'll stay on it and do it. And also, if I can figure out how to make my electronics do that live, I will do it. My husband and I are not good at this. My daughter is, so I may have her come over and show me if she knows how to do. I think she did a live with somebody, so or participated in one. I'm not sure, so I have to ask her, how do we do this? She's good at, and even if she doesn't know, she's super good at figuring stuff out. She was born in that computer age when she was in preschool. They had computers in preschool for the very first time computers were out. She actually was a pioneer, one of those kids that was one of the first ones to ever use them, and they were in her school, and they were still pretty rudimentary, pretty basic, but boy, she grew up on them, and that girl can usually figure stuff out. She's so freaking fast. I can't keep up with her. If she's trying to show me something, I'm like, slow down. Slow down. And of course, then she makes her living, you know, as a digital artist on computers. So let's see. I guess that's good there. I have that there. I'd like something here, but I don't know what I want. If I want it like a scrap or a little picture. I'm not real sure. What do I have in my batch of stuff? Wondering what's available to me. Everything I think I have that's sitting on my desk is pretty good size. I have bits and pieces everywhere, as you can imagine. This desk was spotless when I started, but you know, that doesn't take more than a few seconds. Like I have some, oh, I know, I see something. I have some of this. Maybe I could put that down there with a little piece of lace or ribbon and a little button maybe. It's an embossed paper with my roses that I love so much. And I think I want to put a little bit of lace and a little bit of, I got a little scrap of lace up here. And maybe a little button. I think we could do that. That might be cute. I'm looking for a button that has a piece of thread in it. Hold on a minute. Let's get the dish. It's going to be quicker for me to do it this way than search through the jar for an hour. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And it's got sort of a pinky kind of thread through it, so perfect. This has a right and a wrong side, so I gotta look and see where we're at with that. Did I just turn that over? I did. No, 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 no. There it is. Yeah, that's cute in that corner. Very cute. Then we could put a word or something, maybe. Oh, it's 4. Okay, let me double check the camera. I don't want to go over an hour. In fact, I'm trying to be under that. It just loads so much quicker. And it's a Sunday night, and poor my husband. I'm always going Sunday, going, oh my gosh, I forgot to load my video. Can we do it? And it's late Sunday night, and he like gives me the look. He's a good guy, you guys. I'm really lucky. Now, don't get me wrong. We have our moments after 50 years. I can guarantee it. We do not always get along, but we do our best, you know. After 50 years, there has to be some grace somewhere, right? I am using my Fabri-Tac on this. It is sitting in a Sugar Bell bottle, for those of you who are new. Because Sugar Bell bottles, are so much easier to work with. They squeeze easier, and my hands are really bothering me from all the crafting I did last week. Oh man, they are hurting me like crazy. And the weather, whew. It's doing a number. Let's see, what side do I want? I don't know. If I can hang on to the button, we'll be okay. Well, I hope you're enjoying the video. I threw a lot of stuff at you today, but I got to get us all caught up. It was busy. I hope you guys had a good week last week and you had a wonderful weekend. Ours was so-so. I worked yesterday a little bit on this. Slept because I was tired. Didn't do a ton. And then today I am doing, like I said, I worked in the yard and put my Valentine stuff away and laundry and a little cleaning and work, and then here I am making a video for you guys. So you had a video for today. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great Monday. Or you will have a great Monday, because I know a lot of you watch this early in the morning. I put this on at 5 a.m. and I have a regular group of you who look at this. And seems like if I don't get it up by 5, because my husband forgot to unlock my videos last week. So they went up at like 11 in the morning, and a bunch of you missed those videos. So go back and watch them. I had 5 last week, 5 videos. So if you didn't see all 5, they're there. Okay, so that's kind of cute. I think that's a cute page. I don't know if I want anything else, if I want a little something up there. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, I love these strips from Chapter 1 papers. They have been so fun to use on these. I wonder if that's too white. Let me see. You can put a little extra something up there, with that. It lets you use some fun things. I'm going to go right there. But I need a longer, there we go, and some ink. I still have a little ink on my dauber from yesterday, probably. Well, I crafted for 3.5 hours the other night on that live, you guys. I worked on this journal. This journal was naked when I started that live with them, and I was answering questions on the writing part, the comment section, because I wasn't live. But while I was doing that, I was working on all of this. So that's what I made while I was working on this, was all this stuff. Wasn't it fun? So it was definitely worth doing. And I'll probably try to work on Jolene's journal this week. It's going to be a beautiful botanical. I don't do botanicals, but for that girl, I will do a botanical. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful, beautiful kit. So I think if anybody wants to make it along with us or along with me that on Friday night, go get this one. It's her botanical garden, I did do a video or reveal this week. So if you're not sure about it, go and check it out. I've got it all. I need to do some cutting, I can see, and I'm going to make the cover. I have some fabric that matches this. It's a little bit darker than that because it's coffee dyed. But I'll get the cover ready so that we can put it together. Probably choose papers and stuff beforehand and maybe put it together while I'm talking to you guys. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can multitask. We'll see. I used to be the queen of multitasking, but not so much. So we just finished that page. I'm in love with it. Oh my gosh, I'm really happy with it. I think it's cute. It needs something here. Let's see if I have any pink words over here. I think it needs a pink word. Because this journal is predominantly blush and blush, cream, tan. Very shabby. Very shabby. I don't know if it qualifies as chic, but it's shabby. Yeah, we'll do that one. Let me get some, I might have to ink this a bit. I did re-ink this pad. I used so much ink in all my journals that everything was just dry as could be. I had to re-ink everything. Oh, especially after the bridal one. Whew. Well, I didn't use any of this on the bridal one, but on the ballet one. Did I say bridal a couple times? I mean ballet. No, I used Tattered Rose, and I really had to ink that pad up when I was done. I had used so much Tattered Rose. It was crazy. Yeah. Let's see, this is just regular. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Yeah, that's what's in this is art glitter glue. And I decorated that up from, oops, I don't want to cover the rose. I don't want to cover the rose. This is paper from Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, one of her beautiful digitals. I couldn't tell you which one now because it's been a while, but one of her printables, her digital kits. I took some pieces and covered my glue bottle. I want to do the same thing to this one, decorate it up a little bit. I think when I get some time because I like working with pretty things. You know, I don't know about you, but. All right, you guys. Well, we did a page. We chit-chatted like crazy. I told you which journals are up for sale. And if you want to get back to me, we'll chat about that and see if it fits your budget. And I've got to get it weighed, though. That's the one thing I haven't done yet. But even if you just say, hey, put me on the list for it, get back to me with the price, I'll put you on the list, you know, and then we'll go from there and see who wants to pay for it. Who wants it? Yeah, I know money's a dirty word. We won't talk about it. So anyway, that one's done. We just finished that, and I'll go on and work on this page next. I'm not sure what's going on this page yet. I haven't decided, but I think that's the last one I'm going to be doing, and then I'll probably add a few little doodads here and there, and then I'm done with this baby. I'll let you know the minute she is ready to go up for sale. You could also tell me if you're interested in her as she is now. And, you know, if this is something you're interested in, let me know too. Okay, you guys? So I think that's it. I'm going to quit for now. I'm going to call it a day. I hope you have a marvelous Monday, a wonderful, wonderful week. And I love you all. I will see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.